Hi, everybody, and welcome to Off Book. I'm Katie.
And I'm Elise.
And today we are joined by our very favorite comfort creator, Morgan, aka Coop's Kitchen. Hi, Morgan.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Welcome.
We are so excited to have you here. Before we gush over you, I think we will give you an opportunity to introduce yourself to everybody.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I am huge fans of you guys as well, so I just want to put that out there first. But yes, I am a bit of a content creator. It's not super big or anything. I've been doing it for a couple years now, but I like to share mostly healthy recipes. Sometimes, other recipes and things through social media. I do it on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. And you can find me in all the places. But a couple years ago, I decided to download TikTok so I could watch the Eras Tour videos
Mhm.
because I didn't think I would ever get to go to the concert. But spoiler alert, my husband surprised me with tickets, so I did get to go.
Where did
But
you go?
Yeah, what
where
show? I
I
don't
went to
know.
Pittsburgh,
Wow,
Pittsburgh night two.
So fun.
amazing.
I know.
Yeah, it was the best weekend ever. I also got engaged that weekend. Not at the concert, not at the concert, but
Oh my
that
God. I
would have
was like,
been
are
crazy.
you a love story girl? Like, are you one of the girls?
Really? No, yeah. Thank
Oh,
goodness, because, like, I kind of feel bad for those girls sometimes 'cause I'm like, "How do
Yeah.
you enjoy the rest of the concert at that
I
point?" Like,
know.
it's just like, you're so
Hmm.
immersed in that experience, and yeah, that would've been I would've my heart would've stopped. So, I'm glad he did not propose there, but, yes, Pittsburgh night 2, it was just the best night of my life. But yeah, that's why I originally was like, "Let me see what this TikTok is about. I gotta know all these surprise songs, I gotta see all these videos and things." And then I was starting to see recipe videos. I'm like, why don't I do this? Like, I feel like I could do this. I was watching it and I was like, I love to cook, which I never used to love to cook. That evolved too
Oh,
over the years. I was a very picky eater as a child. I had no idea how to cook until I was probably like mid 20s. And then
mm,
I had lost a lot of weight in my earlier 20s and I started cooking to eat healthier at home and then I just fell in love with cooking. So it was, a long way to get here where I am today, but I absolutely love posting content. I have a little creative bug in me, so this is a nice creative outlet for me. It's exciting and fun to just, engage with my community and my followers and answer questions and things. And it just is such a nice space. It's a really happy space, which I love too,
Yeah. Yeah.
a little happy corner of the internet for me. So
ugh, we
very
love that. We
enjoyable.
need that. We need
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
sometimes.
Hmm.
We have tried many of Morgan's recipes. We were just talking about how Elise was going to eat I want to say this needs to be a viral broccoli cheddar soup
Yeah.
because Elise knows that I don't think soups are meals.
No,
Like,
she's a notorious soup hater, and I'm like, why? Why do you
So
hate soup?
great. Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
I
I
know.
have a whole
I really,
series, Coop Scoops.
I know. I was like, maybe I don't know if we should tell Morgan this because your series, Coop Soups,
Mhm.
throughout Christmas, me and Katie sometimes it would be silent, and then one of us would just go Coop Soups. It was just
Yeah.
a verbal stim that we were doing. And
Yep.
so Coop Soups, and I was
Coop
making a lot of your
Scoops.
soups. So I made
yeah,
your white bean chili. I made the broccoli and cheddar soup. Unbelievable.
unbelievable and so filling.
Thank you. Yes, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I try, like, really I'm like, if I'm making something, I'm not making, like, a little vegetable, a little meat, and, like, that's
Yeah.
I'm like, I need something that's gonna fill me up and keep me full. I'm
Yeah.
an eater, like, I love to eat. I'm not skipping out on meals or
No.
anything like that, so if I'm making a recipe, it'll fill you up and it'll be good.
Oh, like those
So yeah.
Oreo truffles.
Oh, we made
Oh
those
my
over Christmas
Decadent.
too.
god. Yeah.
Yeah, those were
Honestly,
decadent.
I ate so many of those, so many Christmas cookies. I was like, "I gotta be done with the cookies for a while."
I know.
After the holidays, I was like, "Okay, my sugar in my body is up to my
Yeah.
head at this." I'm like,
Yeah.
"I'm just all sugar." Like, and I love sweets, don't get me wrong.
Oh,
That's my
yeah.
my weakness in life, but yeah.
We can't blame you
So,
there.
No,
yeah.
absolutely not. So you're probably our first guest on Off Book that is not one of our immediate friends, but we do have a connection to you.
You
Yes.
do, yes, yes, yes.
Like, which I didn't even know. Katie was just like, she's Christy's friend. She's Christy's
Mhm.
friend. And I'm
Yes,
like,
yeah.
and I would thought we were talking about a different Christy. And then one day you posted one of Christy's board games,
Oh,
which I've bought from
mhm.
Christy too for like bachelorette parties. I'm like,
Yeah.
how did she how does she
How did
know
you know
Christy? And
her?
Katie's like, you're an idiot. It's Christy.
Mhm. Yes, yes.
Like, I mean, she's the one. She's the only Christy.
Yeah, and she's Amanda's. She's one of our other sisters, like high school friends, and they've remained super close. So that's the connection there, which is fun. Did you go to college with Christy? Me and Katie were talking about this.
Yes. So Christy and I lived next door to each other our freshman year of college, and we just became instant best friends, fell in love with each other,
Oh,
still to this day, one of my most important people in my life. And she was friends with your youngest sister, Amanda,
yep,
growing up. So
yep.
I actually had the pleasure of meeting Amanda now a handful of times, but the very first time I met her was actually Christy's bachelorette party. I was her maid of honor, so I was hosting the bachelorette party.
Oh,
And when I tell you that Amanda was the most delightful person, I couldn't even this was the first time I ever met her. Every time I turned around, and if you've ever hosted a bachelorette party, you know how
Yeah.
overwhelming it is. Every
Def
time I turned around, she was like, "What do you need? What can I do? Here, let me do that. Here, let me take that." And I was just like, who is this angel?
I
I was
know.
like, oh my
That's
gosh.
the
And me, Amanda, and Christy are all Pisces. So we all just,
Yep.
we really fit well together.
Oh,
But yeah, that's how we all connected. And Katie, you were at Christy's wedding,
yep.
right?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
So we have technically crossed paths.
We have. I
Thank
remember. I knew you were the maid of honor. Yeah.
I was around. I was front and
I was
center in some spots.
Where was I in Denmark?
Yeah.
Was that my
You were in
stint? Was
Denmark.
I in
Oh,
Denmark for a little while?
Nice.
Yeah, I think there was a good reason why I couldn't go, 'cause
okay.
otherwise I
Yeah.
would have been at that
Y
wedding.
yeah.
Oh,
It
it was so
sounded
much
like an
fun.
excellent wedding too.
And
Very fun,
Christy
lots of dancing.
speaks so highly of you guys too, I have to say. She's like, "They're the best people in the entire world." And I said to her before this, I was like, "I'm, pre-upset for this podcast because I'm gonna leave it just being upset that I'm not part of the sisterhood." I'm like, "I already love
No,
Amanda. I know I'm gonna love them."
no, Morgan, you will always be a part of this sisterhood
Oh, thank
forever
you.
and
Thank
always.
you.
There's gonna be another party, and we're
Mhm.
Oh
all
my
going to
God.
be there, and
Yes.
that's what we should be that's what we'll manifest it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
yes, yes.
will. Honestly, the last time we saw Christy was at the party last year at Amanda
Yeah.
and Jersey's house. They had a
Yes.
raging kegger. Like, we were
Yes, I
back in high
saw
school.
content from it, and I was like, "I need to be
Oh,
there."
it was
It was like and
so
Amanda was
much
like, she's
fun.
like, "I want it to be a kegger." And
Mhm.
I'm like, "Let's go." Like,
Yeah.
that's fine. Katie
Say
did a
no
keg
more.
stand, and I was like, "I will not be doing a keg stand." I'm unfortunately I'm no longer in my keg standing years, but I
That's fair.
supported both of my sisters in their keg stands.
It
So,
was so much fun.
I
Christy,
mean
oh,
yeah.
we love Christy. We love her. Hi, Christy.
oh.
Thanks for being the bridge between us all.
Yes, thank you for bringing us all together.
Oh my
As she
god.
does. That's her, like, number 1 job in life, and it's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah.
And she's so good at it.
Oh
Christy
my
is
god.
an excellent bridge. She's
She
so good at
really
it.
is. She's the glue in, our friendships. She just carries everyone, brings everyone together. I mean, she's an incredible person.
Yeah.
God, I just think about videos I have of Christy at parties that
Coach
we've
Christy.
thrown.
I'm thinking about
Coach
Coach
Christy.
Christy video. It was Amanda's birthday where, like, you have to
Yeah.
dress up something of the first letter of your first name.
Oh, okay.
And
Yep,
Amanda
you're
had
right.
just moved to Astoria. Christy was in Astoria, and me and Katie also lived there at the time, and we had an unbelievable apartment in Astoria. It was
Yeah.
like this 2-floor apartment, and we threw parties all the time. So we threw a huge party for Amanda's birthday, and everybody had to come dressed up as a character for their first name. And, most people, like, I was Eloise for Elise. I'm
Mhm.
forgetting what you were,
Oh, I
Katie, but
was Kelly Kapowski
yeah, Kelly
Oh,
from
Kapowski.
Saved by the Bell.
But Christy just came in and she was just Coach Christy. She wasn't like a character from anything. She was just Coach Christy. And the entire night, she was just giving motivational speeches.
Yep.
She was just she was just
very in
giving pump-up
character.
speeches the entire night. She almost never broke character.
No,
And there's
never.
several videos of her just giving this emotional, like, "We're gonna leave it on the field, and when we leave it on the field, it's gonna be Friday Night Lights." It was unbelievable, and I think about that
All the
still to this
time.
day, probably
Mhm.
once a week. It
Yes.
I
was one of
know.
the funny it was one of the funnier things I've ever seen.
Oh god, I watch that video sometimes when I just need, like, a good pick me up. I'm like, "Ugh, let me go to Coach Christy. I need a motivational pick me up."
Let me tap into that real quick. Yeah.
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 That sounds exactly like Christy. Yep.
Yeah.
Not surprised in the slightest.
Oh, I love it. Well, we're here to talk about books.
I
We
know.
are here to
I
talk about
know.
books. And before we get into the genre, what type of reader were you? Like, how did you
Yeah.
get into reading?
Yes, absolutely. So I've been reading since I was a little kid. I've always loved reading. Honestly, my family didn't have a ton of money when I was little, so I think the library was like a free activity we could go to, and we had
Mhm.
one like a couple blocks from our house. So summers, that's where I was. I was at the library, I was reading books, and I was, doing the little reading calendar and getting the little
Oh.
prizes and things. So I loved reading, and I quickly latched on to series and authors, which was kind of a theme over my reading life. So you guys talked about in recent podcasts, but like Boxcar Children was like a big one
Yeah,
for me. I like
yeah.
loved it. I know, I know it's a little controversial.
Oh, no,
Um,
it's a solid series. I think I read it when I was too old.
mhm.
Like, I
Okay,
think it's
so
one of those yeah.
yes. Yeah, I was definitely little, like, I can barely remember it, but I know I read all those books, and then Goosebumps was another big one. I loved
Oh,
the Goosebumps
yes.
series. Oh my god, so
Too
good.
scary for me.
Oh,
I know, I was
really?
gonna
Oh,
say,
it's too
definitely too
scary.
scary for Elise, but I
Yeah.
liked it.
I loved it. And then when I got into like, those were the 2 big ones for childhood, and then when I got into my teenage years, like, I dove into the romance genre. So, like, Sarah Dessen, loved Sarah Dessen. I don't know if you
Ooh,
guys ever, like,
no.
dipped into her. Oh my gosh, she was, like, my world. Like, just she had so many good young adult romance books, and just amazing. Like, every single one, as soon as it came out, I was reading it. I was, like, at Barnes& and Noble picking it up. It was so good.
Like,
Um
in high school? Like, middle
in
school,
high
high
s
school age?
Yeah, yep, yep.
Oh,
She was, like, my big read and I
dang.
actually looked her up recently because 'cause I'm like, "Where's Sarah Dessen these days?" And she has only released, like, 2 books in the past, like, decade, I wanna say, so she's probably,
Oh,
she made her money and now she's just enjoying life,
yeah,
I'm
she's
sure,
chilling.
I
but
was gonna say, I just did a quick look up, and she was prolific
mhm, oh my
when she
gosh,
was
I'm
writing.
surprised you
Like,
guys don't know.
I missed her completely, but,
I
like, talk about,
Mhm.
like
I
a
mean,
couple a year, it looks
yeah.
like.
Go back
Yeah.
and read some The Truth About Forever, read that one.
Okay. Oh my god,
I
that's the
love
first
Oh.
one that pops up,
yeah.
like, when I'm looking at it, so
Ugh, yeah, nostalgic. I read it so many times, but that was, like, a big one, and then you know what else I loved when I was younger? The Chicken Soup for the Soul books. Did
Oh
you
my
guys
god,
ever read
mom
those?
our
yeah,
mom
we
had them.
definitely had a
Yep.
few, yeah.
Yeah. Oh
We've
my
had
god.
them in the house for sure.
Oh, literally ate those up. Like, I was like, I couldn't get enough of them. It was ridiculous, but, it was really those. And then as I got older, I was like, "Alright, I can evolve a little bit," and then I got into, like, Twilight and all of that, and then I just really, ran with things. But I was always like I said, I would always latch onto, like, a series or an author, and I would read, like, a million books of that au like, Jodi Picoult, I would read so many of
Yeah.
her books and,
Yeah.
certain authors and things.
I'm a bit of a completionist as well. Like, it was like, if I love an author, I need to read everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, so let's then jump into what you read now. So, like, what
Mhm.
is your favorite genre?
My favorite genre would probably I would have to say fantasy when I really think about it. I really
Yeah.
think it's fantasy because it's kind of a loophole because you get romance and you also
Mhm.
get, like, thriller
Yeah.
mystery in it, and those are my other 2 favorite genres, so it's kinda like I can get everything in one with the fantasy books, but I do have to take breaks sometimes, I'll say, like, I'll get
Yeah.
really, immersed in, and then I'm like, "Alright, I gotta back up a little bit."
I
Yeah.
always say sometimes you read too many werewolf
Mhm.
fantasy books, and like, if I read one more of, whatever that is, vampire, werewolf, I'm like, "Okay, I need a break. I need
Mhm.
something else
Yeah.
because I'm feeling like a werewolf right now."
Yeah, yep.
Yes.
Or I've lost touch with reality. I'm
Yeah,
like, "What's going"
exactly.
like, I'm having dreams, and I'm like, "Wait a minute," I'm like, "Hold on a second." Like
Oh my god, that's like Katie with Heated Rivalry right now. I'm just
Mhm.
like, "Did you dream about it last night?" And she's like, "I did." And
Yes.
I'm just like, "Okay, so
Mhm.
we're still in it? We're still completely in it."
Yep.
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
hockey clip now I see, I'm like, "Kiss,
I know,
kiss."
right? I saw a hilarious video on TikTok when someone was like, "So, do you think it's gonna be like 3 to 6 months where people will start going to games and stop chanting 'kiss' every time 2
Mhm.
hockey players start fighting?"
Yeah, really. No, I think it's
And I'm
gonna
like,
be a
"We're never gonna
long
stop.
time.
I know.
We're never gonna stop."
No, no,
Well,
no.
as I said earlier today, I was like, I saw something online where they were just being like, just some clips from my night at the boy aquarium, and it was just it was a hockey game
Oh
because
my
there was just
gosh.
boys in glass, and I was like, it is a boy aquarium.
It really
I'm like, oh
is.
no, hockey players hate us, but
I
here we are,
know.
we're watching, so get used to it.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm hoping this opens the door for these hockey players, like,
I
it's okay.
know.
It's okay to be who you are.
I know. I
Mhm.
really, really oh my god, guys, what if at the Stanley Cup Finals this year
Somebody gets pulled down.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
a it's a Kip and
Kip and
what's the main
Scott
recording?
Hunter, Elise.
Scott and Kip. I'm sorry, Katie is so mad at me.
No,
I
really
pray.
though, that would be, like, the highlight of my life. Taylor Swift brought all the girls to football, and now heated rivalry is bringing all the girls to hockey, and, like,
Yep.
the girls are what you want. Like, we
You
bring
do.
the fun, and we bring the excitement into these
Yeah.
sports. Like,
And
the fun is
honestly,
there.
yeah, and we bring the money.
Mhm,
We
yes,
bring the
that too.
money too.
Yep.
So that's what they have to think about.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
Uh, honestly,
The
hockey's a
power of
great sport,
women.
though. Yeah.
you've always been a little into hockey. You were into hockey because you had a boyfriend who was into hockey,
Yeah.
but that was, like,
Yeah.
the only sport that a boyfriend was into that Katie was like, "Yeah, I can
Mhm.
yeah, that's fine. We can go
I'll
to a
get
rink
behind this.
That's
Yeah,
fine. Yeah,
yeah.
this is fine."
Yes.
Absolutely. Like, that's probably the only team sport that if somebody was like, "Oh, hey, I've got tickets for the Rangers game tonight. Do you wanna come?" I'd be
Mhm.
like, "Absolutely, without a doubt." Like, if I go to one more Yankee game,
Oh, baseball,
no.
not for me. Hockey games are
Snoozy.
fun. Hockey games
Yeah.
are a lot of fun,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Like, so much fun. My husband's from basically as close to Canada as you can possibly get, so his
Oh,
family is big into hockey, and we went to a game down, in the city. I don't remember what the Islanders game. We
oh,
went
yeah.
there,
Yeah.
last year, and it went into overtime, and it was like a 12 putt shootout. It was so good. I just said putt. Puck shootout. I'm a sports girl, but it
Yeah.
was, like, the most amazing, exciting moment of my life, and I was like, "This
Yeah.
is so much fun." Like, hockey
I
is
know.
fun.
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
like it's the boys are cute, and
Mhm.
everything is great about hockey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I've been to one game, and I will say the one game I was at, I was like, "Yeah, no, I can get behind this."
Mhm,
At
mhm.
least it's like you can't see the puck, but, like, it doesn't matter because they're just skating so fast. It's very exciting.
Oh,
You're just like, "I
yeah.
don't know what's going on, but I'm here for it.
Mhm.
Give me another $40 beer and another
Yes,
$20 hot dog." Like, this seems fine. So
yes. I go to all sporting events for the vibes and not for the sport.
Yeah.
no, we're a big
Same.
I mean, I'm truly a big vibe sports
Mhm,
person. Katie,
mhm.
I
Yeah.
think you can get into a sport at least.
I've been part of a fantasy football league for 12 years at this point with the same people. I've won once. It's
That's
a fun little
impressive.
strategy game.
You've
Yeah.
won once?
Yeah.
Wow. Kudos.
Yeah. I know. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Very
No,
Thank
thank you.
you. Now I've been, like, in last place
Oh,
every year since then. It's like the curse of winning in our
mhm.
league, but it's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Okay, so really quick before we leave your genre, was there a book that hooked you or did you just slowly get into the genre?
Yeah, I would say Twilight, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh my god, like, reading Twilight for the first time, it just, like, changed my world. I was like, "W like,
Yeah.
you hear this, you're like, "Vampires? What? Okay, I'll give it a try," and then, like, next thing you know, you've read the entire book in one day, and you're like, "I need more." Like,
Yeah.
remember when they teased it when it was, like, supposed to come out with, like, Edward's point of view, the first
Yeah.
book, and then it got leaked a
Oh,
little, which, of course, I
Midnight
read the
Sun.
leak.
Of course,
Oh,
me
I read
too.
the leak too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like, oh my god, that was, like, a time to be alive, truly, going to all the midnight premieres. I
Yeah.
just was like, "Wow, this is what I've been waiting for." Like, and again, it had all the like, I was so into romance, the young adult romance for so long, and then I
Yeah.
just got this hit of, like, this whole other world with the romance, and I was like, "Wow, okay, I found it. This is
Yeah.
it. This is it right here."
We talk about it all the time. Twilight does not get enough credit for being the first Romantasy book.
Mhm,
Like,
yeah.
it's Sarah J. Maas, and to be fair, sure, she deserves it because it's definitely what
Mhm.
gave the genre the name, but,
Ye
like, Twilight was first. It was
Yes, yeah.
Romantasy before we had the name for it,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
we don't give it enough credit for that. We
yeah,
give it credit for a lot of other things, but not that.
yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. I feel like when Twilight came out because I was also I would say Twilight's one of my kind of gateway books into the genre as well. It's interesting because I know we're a little bit older than you, but it was also something me and Amanda, my little sister, were, like, reading at the same time, and
Mhm.
both of us were like, it doesn't like, we're obsessed with it. It's j like, it didn't matter
They
how old you were or, like, what stage of life you were in. Twilight transcended all of that.
Yes. Yep, yep. No, we could all find a mutual ground on Twilight.
We could.
Yeah, it brought
We
a
could.
lot of people together, it really did. And
You know?
before social media and all that too, I mean, there was, like, a
I
little
know.
social media, but, I mean, it just took the world by storm just
It did.
naturally,
Yeah.
like, ugh.
It was, like, in the Tumblr age, and
Mhm.
Tumblr
Yeah.
was a whole different beast. But, like, I missed that almost completely, but you had to be on that very specific version of it, or you had to be on the
Mhm.
fan fiction sites. I
Yeah.
was on the fan
Yeah,
fiction
yeah.
sites for sure.
Yes.
That was where I was living.
Mhm. Yeah. which is yeah, it is a little, like, to wrap your head around that back then, how social media wasn't there. Like, that's how I know about
Yeah.
all books now is through social
I
media.
know. I
Yeah.
know, for sure. So, if somebody was interested in starting out in fantasy, what would be
Mhm.
the first book that you would recommend them? Like, to dip their toe into those waters?
Yeah. I really think I would have to go with the series because, like, that's kinda the fun of the fantasy sometimes. You read one and, "Oh, there's 3 more, like, let's go."
Yeah.
So I don't and, like, again, Twilight always will have a special place in my heart, but I also think there needs to be, like, more attention on The Hunger Games because The Hunger Games
Ooh.
was also just, like, a whole like, ah, my gosh, The Hunger Games. That was also a period of time where I was like, "Wow, this is the best." Like, again,
Yeah.
going to those midnight premieres, and I was, like, in college then, so it was, like, me and my college
Yeah.
roommates going to them, and I just, like I thought that story was just incredible for so many reasons. One, it was just, like, it had all the things you wanted, and then in any romantasy, and then it also just, like, led itself to, like, a bigger political issue, so it just had, like,
Mhm.
that little underlying theme in there. So I just thought it was so well done, and the movies were so well done, so how fun that
Oh,
you get to read the series and then watch these incredible movies on top of that.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
what I would probably say because, like, I mean, I think it's just a very easy story too to read. Some fantasy, you're really getting the weeds with, like, the names
Yeah.
of the characters and the worlds, and that's just, like, a little dipping your toe in, you know? It's like, "Alright,
Yeah.
let me start small."
What would you give to someone that's like, "I'm fully converted, fantasy is my genre." Where would you send them?
I think I would then send them to Fourth Wing, which I feel like Hunger Games and Fourth Wing can kind of have parallels there, but, like,
Mhm.
oh my god, you gotta read Fourth Wing, you know?
Yep.
Like,
Ooh.
I think that's the next move.
Yeah.
Ooh, Elise I bet Elise has some opinions there.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't love Fourth Wing.
Mm.
Like, our friend Brianna, for example, hated it. Like, I don't even think she read the first book, never read anything else. She
Yeah.
Oh
absolutely hated it.
gosh.
I did not hate it.
Mhm.
But I read the second book, and then I was like, "I think I'm good." And so then Onyx Storm's the last one, Katie
Mhm.
read it, and Katie was like, "I'm gonna be honest with you, there was some confusing things that were happening in Onyx
Yes.
Storm." Although she's like, "I'll read the next one." It didn't get her away from the series by
Yeah.
any means, but I was like, I mean, it'll be on my list, and I'll
Yeah, one of
probably
these
read it
days
at
I'll
some
come
point.
back to it, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what it was for me. I do think that Fourth Wing, the first book,
Yeah.
was really well done. I think it just took
Yeah.
me a little while to read, I think just
Mhm.
because of where I was at the time, but it was really good. It was a great book. I think the world was really strong. Who doesn't love a magic school?
Yeah.
And there was
Ugh.
dragons, so it was
Mhm.
great. Um,
I loved
but
it.
Yeah,
that
really
second book was a little rough for me, and Katie knows it hit me with Vampire Academy, which is like a YA, like a
Oh, I have
YA.
heard of I never read
Yeah,
Vampire Academy, but yes.
On it
and
like, wait, hold on. Talk about a series.
it was before they were letting women really write 700-page romance
Mhm.
books, and there was a period of time where they're like, "If you're writing young adult fantasy books, you're just gonna have to, unfortunately, write 300-page books,
Yeah.
and that's it." You know what I mean? Like,
That world kept
Mhm.
spinning off.
ye
So, honestly, I would recommend those books. Like,
yeah,
I thought
they're
they were
great.
great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe once I'm
Yeah.
like, "I need another one." Let me go back.
They're definitely more on, like, the YA side.
Okay.
And I think they're foundational almost.
Mhm.
Like, I
Yeah.
think they're one of those things, like, anytime I read something, I'm just like, "So we're just going Strigoi, eh?" Which is just like
A reference
the
back.
vampires who aren't vampires,
Oh,
basically.
Yeah.
I'll have to remember that one. Because I've seen it before. Because it was obviously in, like, the fodder with, like, Vampire, or, Twilight. It was, like, kind of, like,
Mhm.
right
Yeah.
before that, right? So, I remember it being like, "You could read this too," but I'm like, "I'll reread Twilight 100 times." So
Yeah. But it's great. I loved it. There's a movie that came out with Zoe Deutsch, and then, like, last year or the year before, the creator of Vampire Diaries came out with another TV series that was supposed to be, like, kinda like the first couple books of, Vampire Academy, which I thought was really interesting. So, honestly, maybe give those TV shows a shot and see if you
yeah, I
get into
loved
it, but I
Vampire Diaries. That was given that a rewatch a couple times now, like, please.
Same with Katie.
Oh my god.
I would just
like
like to state for the record, because I don't think I've stated on the podcast yet, that I love I, like, watched it live when it was out,
Mhm.
and Katie made fun of me
Oh, what? It
relentlessly
was
for the fact that
so
I know.
good.
And then once it was, like, completely done, she was probably just bored one day on the
Yep.
couch and she decided to like stream it. And she's like, "Why didn't you ever tell me the Vampire Diaries is the best show that was ever made?" And I'm like, "I did. You
I
made fun
tried.
of me constantly. So
Yeah. Take that
Sometimes we
back.
have to get there in our own way, you know?
yeah,
And that's
Exactly.
okay. I'm glad you're here now because it really
I know.
is one of the best shows of all time.
I know. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Amazing, amazing.
All right. What do you think the biggest misconception about fantasy
Mm,
is that people have?
I would say that, like, it's weird, Like, I think people think of fantasy and they're like, "That's weird. You're reading about, like, wizards and dragons and powers and things." So, I would say that people maybe don't wanna give it a chance because they're like, "I can't imagine, like, liking something like that that's so different than me," and, like, I think that's where people go with that sometimes, so that's what I would say. Yeah, is that people just find it kind of, like, odd, But then
Yeah.
once you get there.
You're hooked.
Well, the not realness of it all lets you say a lot of real things.
Mhm,
In my you know what I mean? It's like you can it's much easier to swallow some hard truths
mhm.
when it comes with dragons,
Yes,
is
yes,
what
yes,
I always
yes.
like to say.
That's true.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you think people miss when they dismiss it?
Yeah, like, if they won't read it, I'm like, "You're
Yeah.
missing this, like, just incredible other reality you could live in for a little while," And that's, like,
Yeah.
what reading is about. It's like, I don't wanna read about things I can relate to. Like, I'm trying to escape my
Same.
life. Like, I wanna read about these, like, just incredible places. I wanna be transported into these worlds and feel like I'm there and feel like I can
Yeah.
visualize these characters and just, like, be somewhere that's so different than what I'm used to? That's what I love about fantasy. It just puts you in a different place than me sitting in my room reading. You forget where you are because you're in this space right now. And that's what a good fantasy does to you. It just describes
Yep.
it so well that you just feel like, wow, I can really picture this and I'm here. So they just, anyone who's not willing to give fantasy a chance, I'm like, you're just missing out? You're missing
No.
it.
I'm like, the real world is so scary. I
Mhm.
always say that. At some point, don't you want to imagine what what character you would play
Mhm.
at a magical school for people that learn to ride dragons,
Yes,
you know?
right, mhm. Yeah, what
I don't
dragon's
think
gonna
I
bond with me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be, the best dragon, but it'll be a good one, I think. Hopefully, it's tall,
Oh my god.
'cause
I
I'm
love
tall.
It won't be sitting in front of our little computers, as our dad says. He's like, "How was your, typing for money doing today?"
Yeah,
And I was like,
Yeah.
it went fine.
yeah, yeah, it was great,
Typing for
Yep.
money went fine."
just like yesterday.
Like, I'd much rather be on a dragon, but,
Mhm, you
But
know?
sure.
it is what it is. What's your genre comfort zone? So either like a trope or a
Mhm,
vibe, like something that makes you feel good and you can read over and over again.
mhm. Okay, I feel like I have 2. So, the first one, which, you know, take it take it as it is, I love reading about, like, wealth and status, I love and,
Alright.
like, again, you see that a lot in fantasy where you're reading about
Yeah.
gorgeous places and these incredible outfits that are just intricately designed to the body of the person you're reading
Oh.
about and
Yeah.
just these beautiful things they have or these cool things they have. Like, I love reading about that stuff and I love reading about it in like reality too. Like, I'll read a thriller or romance or something and they just have like
Yeah.
nice cars and nice homes, but like just because it's so fun to picture in my mind the things they're describing and I love to read about that stuff and it's so again completely nothing I have. So I'm like, how fun to like, think about this world and think about these things they have and they wear and they do and love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's so much fun.
Ooh.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's a really good
Oh,
one because
thanks.
it's so true. Have you read the Selection series?
I
No.
was literally just thinking that.
Oh, no.
That's like it's a fun little YA
Mhm.
series and like the general plot, the prince has to have some sort of selection to find his bride.
Oh,
The girl from the wrong side of the
oh.
tracks goes to like the competition, but like the details of like what everybody's wearing, like
Mhm.
the room she's in. It's a huge theme throughout all of the books.
Oh,
And there's a bit of a mystery,
mm,
intrigue, all of that jazz. Love romance. So I think it would be fun.
yeah.
A quick little read,
Yeah.
one of those series that could probably have been 3 books now,
Mhm.
I think is 5 books again, but
Yeah.
it's so short.
Especially
Yeah.
I'm in a book club, so it's sometimes I only have so much time to, like, read until my next book, or I'm trying to squeeze something in because I wanna read more than just the book club book, so, yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you need those short little books.
I mean, I will tell you with this podcast, it's hard to think about, okay, what do I need to read now before we're going
Yeah.
to be talking about it and whether or not I could fit in something else just for me. And I'm actually trying to find my sweet spot. Like, what is
Mhm.
that amount of pages that I feel like I can zoom through, but also not lose focus on whatever book it is that I'm reading
Mhm.
for the podcast? That's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, it is tough. Because do you read, like, multiple books at the same time sometimes?
So I generally don't like to,
Mhm.
just because like I love to be immersed in one book, in one
Yeah.
world, or something like that. And I've tried, and I feel like it kind of takes me out of whichever book I'm like putting down.
Mhm.
I like pick it back up again, and I don't know. I kind of like feel like I missed stuff, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the
Well,
same way.
Elise,
I can't,
yeah.
like, read multiple books at the same
Yeah.
time. I'm like
Elise, how many books are you reading at the same time right now?
Currently, right now, I think I was just trying to count as you were saying.
Oh,
Um, on it. I think 4. 4 right
4.
now that I can
Wow.
tell you that I'm, like, legitimately in the midst of. I actually had to stop myself because I just finished reading the book that we're gonna record for our next episode,
Mhm.
and I'm like, "Oh, I should just start the next one." And I'm like, "How about instead?" Like,
You're
I
s
haven't done it. I haven't done it yet, Katie. She's looking at me like it's insane because I'm reading, obviously, all of my Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I'm the 6th book of that one. Then I was just like, "Well, before I go to bed, I'm just gonna." There's one LC Silver series I haven't finished yet, so I'm just gonna start one of those.
Gosh,
That's
yeah,
the one.
that's so interesting, but you said you were an English major, so it's like maybe
Yeah, I think I do a fair amount of listening to books too, and I always have. Honestly, one of the first series I ever started listening to was Vampire Academy. That was like when I
Oh,
found
really?
oh,
audiobooks.
how
Yeah.
interesting.
I do a ton of listening while working, and then I will also read the same books as well. So, like, I'm always doing both. If I wanted to be honest with you about the books that I started listening to, but I've put down, I would probably be up to 8 books, but I've definitely put some away.
So
And
far
so
this year, Elise?
yeah,
Wow,
It's
oh my
January
god.
7th.
I finished 3 books already this year.
Wow, oh my gosh. That's really impressive.
Wow.
I
But I mean,
Overachiever.
I
if we're
don't
gonna be
listen.
fair though, it wasn't like I started and finished it this year. Those, like, some of them, like, I had started, at the end of December and, like,
Mhm,
finished it January, so it's not as if I finished them all within, what is it, 7 days,
mhm.
but I will say Direbound, which is what we're talking about next week, that I read pretty fast. I read that that was a 3-day book for me.
It's like 700 pages.
I know.
See, I can't do that, like,
No, I'm
even
still
if I'm,
reading it.
like, the most into book like, I'm like, I just can't read that, like, my attention span can't handle it, unfortunately, anymore. See, I need to get on the listening to books train, like, audiobooks has not, like, been something I've ever done,
Mhm.
but I'm like, I need to, like, break that. I just am worried I just won't pay attention, and I tried to listen to, like, one once before, and I just don't think I like the person reading it, so I just was
Yeah.
like, "This isn't for me,"
Yeah.
but that's something I've been like, "I need to get there."
There's
Yeah,
some
it's tough.
outstanding, really good audiobooks out there that
Mhm,
would, like, get you into it, but even I, who can listen to audiobooks doing almost anything,
mhm.
there are things in which I have to pause. Like,
Yeah,
I have to be like, if I'm writing words and listening to words, then I'm not listening
can't
to
do
the
both.
words
Mhm,
anymore.
Yeah.
But my day job is very numbers focused,
mhm.
so if I'm doing numbers and doing that, it's almost necessary. Otherwise, I'll just get distracted and end up on my phone.
Mhm.
Like, my brain needs to be entertained on one side so I can do the
Yeah.
boring stuff on the other side.
I'm very
Um,
similar, and that's I love podcasts, so, like, love
yeah.
listening to your podcast, love listening to so many podcasts, and that's where I'm like, I think I would like audiobooks because I like
Yeah.
listening to podcasts, and I same thing, I'm working with numbers and things usually, so I'm like,
Mhm.
I gotta put something on or else I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
tapped out quickly.
If you can do that, like, if you're listening to podcasts while you're working, you can
Mhm,
definitely listen to audiobooks. You just have to find your sweet spot
mhm,
of, probably a book that you're like, "Oh my god, I don't wanna put this down." So, the second I leave my house, get into my car, I wanna be listening to it when I
mhm,
get to the office, something like that. It took me a really long time to get into audiobooks. I thought the same thing.
mhm,
I can't really listen to podcasts or audiobooks when I'm working, but, like, going to the subway, like walking in the city, like doing all that stuff, I would always listen to podcasts, and I've just
mhm.
sort of switched it now to be listening to audiobooks. But when I really need to center myself, I just go back to my murder podcasts and it brings me back to
Yes.
like real life.
Crime junkie, I'm like,
Exactly.
let me, like,
Love it.
humble myself a little bit for a moment. Let me remind
Same.
myself my life isn't that bad.
I know exactly, and it's
Mhm.
yeah, it's exactly right. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I just love to remind myself that
Mhm, mhm.
there's bigger
Yeah.
things than whatever's going on in my life.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, wait, so what was your second one? You said that there was 2.
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
that's what I was
yes,
just gonna
yes,
ask.
yes. So the other one I would say is, like, enemies to lovers, like, I just love that,
Yeah.
you know, like, I love
Mhm.
the tension, the build-up. I just read, Romantasy where, like, honestly, there was barely anything that came at the end of the book, it's a series, so there's gonna be more, but, the whole time I was still into it because I was like, "I love this enemy to lover thing," you know, like, I'm like, I could read it forever for the whole book,
Yeah,
like, it's just,
Yeah.
like, the funnest thing to me, like, I just love it, like, I'm like,
What
"Let's keep it going."
what book was that?
Light Lark.
oh, yeah, we talked about that.
Have you
Yeah.
read it?
No,
No, we
not
haven't.
yet.
Okay, okay.
Alex Astor's, like, all over,
Mhm.
like, my feed, though. She is outstanding
Yeah.
at marketing. Like, she is an outstanding book marketer,
Mhm.
like an author. Like, I think it's something I've never read a single book of hers, but I respect the hustle
Yeah.
Ooh, I
It's
love
100%.
getting
that.
made into a movie, so I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, I wanna jump on the train now, like, let me see what this is about." I don't think for a
Ooh,
little while there was no cast yet, but I was like, "Alright, let me see what" and I really enjoyed it, I, like, flew through it, I thought it was so good. It was too short for me, though. Speaking of shorter books, it
Okay.
was you
oh,
know, like, when I'm getting into, like, a romantasy, I'm like, "I'm ready to read 700 pages here,
yeah,
like, I need
yeah.
every detail." And it was just not that long, and I could have used more, I could have used a little more elaboration on certain things, and, you know, I'm like, I
Okay.
so that's my only complaint, I was like, I felt like it could have been longer, but maybe she was trying to be like, you know, for maybe
Building the
someone who
anticipation.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
see,
Alright.
I enjoyed
Well,
it.
maybe that's one I've gotta put on my list in between books. What do you think your favorite tropes say about you?
Oh gosh. One, I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't care how
love
dire
that.
the situation is, these people will fall in love. I don't care how
I
much they
love
hate
it.
each other, I don't care how bad they are to each other, they will find that love and come out on the other
Ugh,
side.
I
And
love it.
then 2, that I like nice things, you
Yeah,
know?
who
Sue
doesn't?
sue me.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I think everybody would be a lot happier if they just admitted that to themselves.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody's definition of nice things is different.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know what I mean? Like, it's
Mhm.
just whatever your definition of nice things is. We make fun of our father all the time because he's, like, the cheapest man in the world,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and but he's not. He's just not willing to pay for the nice things that he loves. So
Mhm.
when he does get a taste of the nice things, he's like, "Why don't I do this all the time?" And I'm like, "It's because you're cheap,
Mhm.
Dad. Like,
Yeah.
it's because you're cheap.
Yes.
You would like to travel if you
Mhm.
would spend the money on it, but you
Mhm.
don't, so you think it's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not right. You
Yeah.
just like nice things. We all like nice things."
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. And
Yeah.
that's okay.
It's
It is
it's why I
okay.
work, you know? Like, what
Yeah.
am I working for if I'm not enjoying nice things? Like,
That
life
exactly
is
right.
too short.
Alright, so if you could read just one genre for the rest of your life, would
Mm.
you stick with fantasy or would you cheat?
Ooh, I mean, I would have to cheat. Like,
Yeah.
sticking to one genre, impossible, impossible, impossible. Like, I would have to venture off into other lands.
What would you cheat with? Like, what do you think would be your main
Oh,
go-to?
because fantasy really covers the romance and thriller and everything, I feel like I would have it covered with those, so I don't think I would cheat with one of those genres, but I really love, like, historical fiction. Like, I love a
Oh.
good story, like and not
Oh.
necessarily, like, like, war stories, historical fiction, but
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
love like, I consider historical fiction anything that has, like, some type of kind of like, intricate details of a topic, you know? That's what historical fiction means to me, because how else do you classify those books that go so in depth about some like, kinda like Jodi Picoult books, like, to me,
Yeah.
those are all kind of historical fiction because they're going so far into the history of a certain topic or, you know, area of study or whatever, and you're learning so much from that book about that topic on top of the story. So I just really appreciate, like, a good story like that.
Cool. Do you
Ooh.
have one of those that you would suggest?
I just read a
Sure.
really good one called Once There Were Wolves. I loved that. That was, like, one of my favorite books of
Oh.
2025. Um,
Ooh.
so Once There Were Wolves, that's definitely one of my favorites now, I would say. Really any Jodi Picoult books too, which I know you guys have read, but I just, like, was so amazed by her storytelling back in the day. But yeah, those are that Once There Were Wolves, I would read that one because I really loved that. Books
And
don't usually make me cry. I was, like, crying like a little
ooh.
baby at the end, like, I was like, "Wow, this is so moving and beautiful."
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a great rec.
I've got a bonus question for
Mhm.
you. What are you reading right now?
Oh, well, I just started well, I guess, technically I'm reading 2 things, but I haven't started the book club book of the month yet. Um, but right now I'm reading what is it called? It's the Lightlark sequel. I have to look it up.
Oh, you jumped right into the sequel.
I did, yeah, because it was available on Libby, so I was like, "Alright, let's go." And
Libby readers, you're so strong.
oh my gosh, yeah, I'm patient because I'm cheap. I like nice things, but I won't pay for 'em. It's
I
called
understand.
Nightbane is the sequel,
Okay.
called Nightbane, so I just started
Nightbane.
that, and then the book club book, I'll mention that one too because I'm interested to hear if you guys have read it. I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline
Oh,
Hartman.
that was my last read of
Oh, really?
2025,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was one of my best books of the year. Like, I finished it maybe, like, December 9th or something like
Mhm.
that, and I picked it up because it was short,
Yeah.
and it was all over Book Talk
Mhm.
and things like that, and it's really good. I thought it was, like, a real thinker.
Mhm.
Like, it's short and it's not a hard read. It's not like you're going into something that's, like, super difficult to read by any
Yeah.
means, but it was just the right amount of, I would say, vagueness that was in there that you were really able to, like, not only put yourself in the story a
Mhm.
little bit, but also you were kind of thinking about w like, the where, the why, the how. I thought it was really, really good, and
Mm.
it's a re-release, which
Oh.
is fascinating. It was written in French
Oh,
originally,
Oh,
okay.
and so
right, right.
somebody found it, translated it,
Mhm.
and re-released it,
Oh,
and it's gotten a lot more notoriety in its second life, and I thought it was really good. I can't wait to hear what you think about it.
oh, I'm excited. That's good to know.
I
Yeah.
want
Ooh.
Katie to read it too. It's not
Yeah,
your normal book, Kay, and it is short. It's short. It's not
I'm
your
making fun
normal
of that.
book. I mean, I would put it in literary fiction
Mhm.
as a
Yeah,
genre, but, like, it's still, like, it's very fluid. It's, like, cross genre. Like, you could make an argument for it being almost dystopian, but it's definitely
mm,
speculative at the very
okay.
least, like, speculative fiction at the very least, but yeah,
Ar
it's
wow.
fascinating.
I feel like I got some really good book recs today.
I know. I know. That's what I love talking books with people because then I'm just, like, getting all like, I'm like, "Please give me all your book recs," 'cause I hate that moment when you're like, "I don't know where to turn now," and that's when I feel if I just don't have the time to research a book myself, then I'm just, like, not reading, you know? I'm only
Yeah,
reading a book club book, and I'm just, like, in a rut, and I'm like, "I need something to jump to."
I
Yeah.
know, 'cause it's like it's that scrolling. Like, I read a lot before I go to bed, and I, like, go in my bed early knowing that
Yeah.
I wanna have, like, an hour and a half to read something, but sometimes I spend that entire hour and a half, like, downloading samples and then being like, I'm not into this," and
Mhm.
then going to the next thing, and by the end, I'm like, "I gotta go to sleep, but I have not found my book," and it
Yeah, yeah.
drives me crazy.
Mhm. Yeah, for me, it's like I'm looking on TikTok for recommendations,
Yeah.
and I get distracted, and then I'm just scrolling TikTok.
Yeah, and then you're like, on recipes,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, "Let's
heated
see what my
rivalry
favorite
edit.
influencer's up to today." Like, "Let me go stalk her last 4 videos. What have I missed?" It's yeah.
I
Yeah.
know,
But I'm the
it's
same. I'm like, I get into bed so early because I'm like well, it's kinda because of my dog now. My dog likes to go to bed early, and he doesn't like to be alone.
Coop.
Coop, yes. I guess I didn't
cool.
mention him when I mentioned Coop's Kitchen,
Yeah.
but he is the man behind the name Coop's Kitchen, my 13-year-old golden retriever, Cooper. Oh, just the light of my life in every possible way, but he has a very strict routine, and he likes dinner and bed. So when we eat dinner at 6:45, we're getting in bed at 7 PM, and
Oh
he
my
does not wanna
god.
be alone, no, so
That's
Oh,
so
I'm in
cute.
bed up there too with him, and, I'm like, plenty of time to read, but sometimes I get doom scrolling really quickly
Yeah, I
after.
know. It's hard not to
Yeah.
these days.
it's really hard not
Mhm,
to, and particularly, like what we
mhm,
were talking about earlier, when you're a content creator, me
mhm.
and Katie are trying to be for this podcast,
You guys
it's not
are content creators. You do a
no.
great job.
A
thanks.
side effect of, like, wanting to have a podcast was like, well, I guess if we don't take videos and put
Mhm.
them on the internet, how will anyone know
But
that we
no.
have a
Yes,
podcast?
yes, like, how is anyone going to find you? You gotta
I
put it
know.
out there, you gotta
I
the
know.
clips are so big.
The
I know,
clips are
and
important.
Yeah, and, like, right before we started this, I never get rid of any of my social media, but I did take them off of my phone,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Well, that's not gonna work."
Yeah,
I mean, I can't not be on social media
mhm,
if I'm on social media,
yeah.
like, if I'm actually physically on social media. I
No,
know.
really. I have friends that are like, I I'm gonna delete Instagram and TikTok for, like, a week or 2. I need a break." I'm like, "Oh, I wish."
I know.
But I
Yeah,
can't.
can't be me.
Yeah,
I know,
I'm
but I
like
can't. Couldn't
yeah,
be.
my phone sometimes becomes so overwhelming to me, like, it's just the notifications, the thing I'm like, "Oh my gosh, there's so much to look at," and it's a lot, but
Yeah.
it's a
So,
good problem to have, I guess.
I think so, yeah.
like, Elise knows I know that I've gone so deep down this heated rivalry
Mhm,
obsession. Got different TikTok accounts, like my personal account, our genre
mhm,
account. Everywhere you go, like, every time I open my phone to some type of social media, it's heated rivalry content, and
mhm,
I'm like, this is making me go deeper into this obsession. So
mhm.
last night, I truly, like, sat on the couch, no TV on, in complete silence, and never picked up my phone
Oh,
to look
wow.
at social media because I was like, I have to have a break from the boys,
Yeah, yes,
and
yes. That is
I
very
gotta go.
strong of you, I will say, that is
Uh,
strength.
yeah.
It's purest
I think it
form.
was I don't know if it was Sunday or Monday, but because we share the genre account, I logged in and I scrolled and, like, literally, like, 10 in a row, and I'm like, "Katie, what have you done?
Yeah,
Like, what have you done on the genre account?"
I
I'm
know.
Like,
like, "Sorry, I can't be
I was like,
stopped."
Is this?" I know. I was like, "Is this my personal account?" Like, I don't know. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It's everywhere I go.
Mhm. It's all around. I mean, we're immersed in it right now, I'm, like, totally fine with that. I
yeah.
think I do you guys watch Tell Me Lies?
Wait.
You do, Katie. I missed it. I missed the 1st
It's
season,
not too late, it's not too late.
and Katie was like, "Don't start. If once you get into it, you're not gonna get out of it."
I'm on my 3rd
Morgan,
rewatch right now because I'm like, "Gotta
like,
get ready for the 3rd season," like,
no.
ugh.
Like, think of this high. Let's just keep this high
Mhm.
that we're on for heated rivalry
Yeah.
before Steven DeMarco
Mm.
takes everything that we love
Mhm.
and just
Burns it.
lights it on fire.
Mhm. Yeah, but I'm so ready. I'm like, "Yes,
Yeah.
please, please, ruin my
Like, if
life."
I know. Like, Lucifer, I always forget his name, the character that plays Lucifer, who was the teacher in the last
Oh,
season.
yes, yeah, yeah.
Oh, like, that storyline, I was like, "I'm not watching the 2nd season. It's stressing me out. I
Mhm.
hate Steven. He's literally evil."
Yeah.
But then this man shows up, and I was like, "Well, I gotta watch it for
Y
him."
yeah, and then it turns out he's
I'm
evil
very
too, like, you know? Oh my gosh.
It's coming
An
back,
app
I fear this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I
Is it
think
coming back
it's
this weekend?
next week,
The ele
maybe? Yeah, it's very
If
soon.
not this and then next weekend for
Yeah,
sure.
it's very soon.
So, so basically, the heated rivalry boys have just replaced all of your faith in mankind, and then you're gonna watch the show
Mhm.
and just
Really.
have it torpedo that.
Mhm.
Is that the plan,
I
ladies?
don't
Yeah.
I'm t
Yeah, yeah.
I'm worried for myself, like, do I push
Well,
it off a
actually, you know
little?
what we can do? We watch Tell Me Lies, and then we go right back to Heated Rivalry. Give it a
Yeah,
Just rewatch
rewatch. That's
that's
the
something
second.
I
at least the
never
last
do.
episode of Heated Rivalry, you know, like,
Yeah,
at least the last
The
episode.
cottage.
Yeah,
the
the
cottage.
cottage.
I'm coming
Well,
to the
the fact that
cottage.
Katie rewatched Heated Rivalry, Katie's not a rewatcher. She's not a
Yeah.
rewatcher. She's
Mhm.
not a rereader. She never does that. And she literally went back. We watched it all together. And then she went back to the city by herself and we watched the entire
Mhm.
series just by herself.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, this is how I know Katie is
Not
deep.
well.
I know, that's sweet. Like, I never used to be, like, a rewatcher or rereader of things either, but when I
Yeah.
really like something now, I'm like, "Yes, I'm rereading that, I'm watching that." Like, I need to experience it all again and see what I missed.
Yeah, like, I think I understand now. I think I understand watching heated rivalry, like, the feelings that you get, like, I know that at some point in this year again, I'm gonna wanna feel this same
Mhm,
way,
mhm.
so then I'll put it back on.
Yes, yes, yes. And that's like
Yeah.
Vampire Diaries for me too.
The brother lovers.
Oh my god, the
You know what this is also, Katie, remember when I was obsessed with Ronnie and Julie?
Yes, Morgan, this is probably way before your time.
This is way before your time,
Mhm.
and I don't even know what it was on, but it was definitely a made for TV movie. And I
Yes.
want to say it was HBO adjacent. I don't think it was HBO, but it was like
No.
some sort of where did I find this? It
It was,
wasn't
like,
on
on
like
PBS, I
it
bet.
wasn't on PBS, but it was on
I'm probably
something.
gonna look.
And it's a made for TV movie, but it had Joshua Jackson in it, which is very important. And now that I'm thinking really good tie-in, I didn't mean to do it. Joshua Jackson played a hockey player and
Oh,
he fell in love with his name was Ronnie, and he fell in love with a girl named Julie. It was a who was a figure skater, and it was a Romeo and Juliet retelling.
wow.
And I was so obsessed with it, I had to record it off TV, and I watched that VHS cassette until it stopped. It stopped
Yeah.
working, and I was a baby. I was a baby child. I couldn't have been older than
It
12 or something.
No, it came out in 1997.
Yeah, so I was like so I was 12, and I was obsessed with it. That's what Katie is like right now with heated raffle.
I mean, it's valid.
Also, I think Ronnie and Julie is on Apple TV just in case
Oh,
anybody's looking
okay.
for it.
Ooh, I would watch Ronnie and Julie again.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
it was a low budget production for sure, but
Oh my God.
it
Almost
meant everything
success.
to me at one point.
I
And
would watch anything with Joshua Jackson.
And it was baby
Oh,
Joshua Jackson.
it was on Showtime.
Showtime, so it wasn't it so I was right. I knew it was something that you had to pay for. I could talk for
100 more
more
hours.
hours, but I mean,
I
as you
know.
said, I think it's past Coop's
Goose bedtime.
dinner time.
Oh my god,
Coop is gonna be so upset.
my husband's
Yeah.
with him, so it's fine. But
Okay,
yeah, Cooper felt like, "What's
thank God.
going on, guys?"
Well, as soon as you said 6:45 and I'm like, "We're close," and I'm like, "Oh no, poor Coop."
Oh, no, it's okay.
Coop.
I
Oh
know.
my God, Coop's sleeping. He's like, "Where's mom?"
Yeah, he's like, "What's going on, guys? Hello, what about me?" As if he hasn't been pampered all day.
Oh my God,
Oh my gosh, yeah,
he's so cute.
He's really,
I
like,
know.
the sweetest thing in the entire world. We're so lucky to have him.
Anytime you film him just in the
Oh
snow,
my god.
just, like, loving snow, and
Sitting
I'm
in
just
the
like,
snow.
it's yeah, just, like,
Love
rolling around
it.
his little nose in the
You'll
snow, I'm just like, it's too
His
adorable.
little nuzzling, and because we've gotten so much snow, he likes to sit in the front yard, so Brian has shoveled, like, paths in the snow so that he can walk through it because his legs are, like, too weak to walk through snow anymore, so he can still get through the snow, and he just
He just
stays
wants
in
to
there.
sit there.
Yeah, he just wants to enjoy. Just hope someone walks
That's so
by and maybe
sweet.
wants to pet him, you know?
Oh my gosh.
It's the
Oh my
sweetest
God,
thing.
Coop.
The sweetest
He's
thing.
so sweet.
I had to
Ugh.
walk him, like, right before I was getting ready for the podcast, and anytime there's, like, men working, he's like, "They want me." And I'm like, "No, they don't." So he, like, plants himself, and it's so embarrassing because 'cause I'm just like, "These men are trying to get into their vans and their trucks." There was some roofers one time, and he planted himself, and they're on the roof, and I'm like, "They are not coming down here to pet
Oh,
you." Like, "We need to move along." And it's just like, "Oh my god, you're embarrassing me." And I was also like, "I gotta get back for this podcast. Like, let's go."
it's okay. If you were late because of Coop, it's fine.
What a star.
Uh,
I know.
an angel,
He is a star.
angel,
Oh
an
my God,
angel.
literally, he's Coop's kitchen.
He's it.
He is
Yeah, he's the star of the show. My little, sous chef.
Oh my
Definitely.
God.
he's too cute.
You should get him a hat.
I know. I really should. I honestly, every time I'm like, "I should make him a chef for Halloween," and then I always forget about it.
Oh my god. He
I
would be
would
so
love
cute with a
that.
little hat.
Yeah, I
Little chef's
know.
hat.
Little chef.
Oh my God, Coop. Oh
Adorable. Well
my
thank you guys
gosh.
seriously so much. You guys are stars too, just so you
No,
like,
Thank you. Yeah.
absolute stars. I always say, "Fake
no,
it till
no.
you make it," and you guys are making it. You past the faking part, you're just making it.
You I love that. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. But
I mean, I can only say thank you to that.
we only wish to be of your success.
Oh,
That
Exactly. I know. And speaking of that, before we go, remind everybody where they can find you.
okay,
Oh, yeah.
yes. So, I am Coop's Kitchen on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. My picture is me with my little golden retriever, so that's how you know it's me,
So
and
cute.
like I
With
said, I post
Koopa.
recipes, but also some lifestyle stuff, I'm leaning into sharing more about myself, so if you wanna know
Yeah.
more, come find out.
And we love it.
Good.
So
We
we'll
do
be
love it too.
there.
Your vanity series,
Oh my gosh.
I was in it.
Guys,
I was
not over, so stay tuned. We're having some painting issues,
I didn't
so
comment about the size of your rug, but I did agree
yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
everybody who commented that it was too small.
Yeah.
I was like, "She doesn't need somebody else telling her it's too small."
Yes.
The comments let
No,
her
no,
know.
no.
And
That's so funny.
she asked and they answered.
Are you in that room
Yes,
right
I
now where the
am, yeah,
vanity
and
is?
it's a little disheveled because I'm, like, trying to match paint color on this wall that I can't figure out, and it's like a whole thing,
Yeah.
but
Don't we know?
yeah, if you need input on a space, the internet will help you.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
internet has opinions for
They
sure.
do, they do.
Wow. Yeah, they do. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet,
Yeah.
but
Honestly, everyone was pretty nice though, like, that
They were very
yes,
nice.
so
They
I
were
feel like
very
you
nice in telling you they're like, "I can't believe you would have ever think that that was the right size rug," is what they said, but
for
they did
you.
say it nicely.
yeah, just like, what are you possibly what's going through that mind right now that you think that rug
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
there? I don't know. I stressed out, in the
yeah,
store, there was too many options. I was in Marshalls, you know
Yep.
how the rug sections of
I know.
Marshalls are. My god.
yeah. And Katie tells me all the time because I want a rug for my room, and she's like, "You need a circle rug," and I'm like, "You need a circle
Yeah,
rug,
the circle
okay?
rug.
They're
Everyone
impossible to
wants a
find."
circle
Like, I
rug.
don't what do you mean I need a circle
Mhm.
rug? They don't exist.
They're
Like, so
expensive. I'm, like, looking them
I
up
know.
online, I'm like, I'm cheap, like,
Yep.
as I've said, like, I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on the circle rug, but they are nice
Yeah.
looking.
The circle rugs are, like, never at Home Goods or
No,
Marshalls or TJ's,
no.
like,
Nope, I saw a small one, and I was like, "If I buy this right now, people are gonna be
your the internet will.
like, you didn't listen.
Right.
There was 2 things, circle and bigger."
Yeah. I
Alright,
like the one that you landed on, though. The one
well,
that you landed on was good.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very
very good.
much.
Yeah. Alright, wow. This was fantastic.
Oh,
This was
thank
so fun.
you. Thank you.
I'm interested in what's going on in that book club of
Oh,
yours because it
yeah.
feels like you guys are picking good books.
Yeah,
Oh, I
So
know.
we
You
have
have to let us know.
our book club is like a well-oiled machine too, really, like,
wow.
we're very organized, we have a spreadsheet, we have a food rotation of who brings what, it's like, the host always makes the main dish, there's a salad, there's a bread, there's a side, there's a drink, there's a dessert. It rotates every month, there's people who are off some months, there's subs if we need it, it's this well-oiled machine.
Damn.
'Cause it's obviously about the book, but it's also about the food and the
Well,
gathering.
yeah, as it should be.
Mm, yes.
The
Yeah.
book is what gets you there, but the
Yes.
club is
Mhm.
is what we're looking
Mhm.
for.
Yes.
That's what we always said. Girl dinner is it's some kind of book,
I
right? But
can't wait. It's been on my Libby, and I like you guys said it was, like, your favorite episode. I can't wait to finish the episode about it so that,
Yeah.
like, I'm
yeah,
so
it's
excited.
Like, I desperately want a book club to read it because it is
yeah,
a book club book
Oh.
because everybody's gonna take it differently,
Mhm.
yeah.
and I think it would be perfect for a book club that has, like, women in all walks of life, you
Oh,
know what I
okay.
mean? Women who have kids, women who don't
Mhm.
have kids, like, you know what I mean? Women who are married, who are not married, career women, like, somebody who's more creative, because everybody's gonna take something different from it. Because
Ooh.
even
Yeah.
I thought I was like, "I don't like this
Mhm.
book." But I did. It's like, I did like it. I still haven't stopped thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Katie
it's just
hated it.
it's yeah. Like, I hate it.
Like
It's like that book is like my worst nightmare, but like we said, we talked about it for so long that we had to cut so much of it from an episode, so I can only imagine in the book club setting, it's such a good book to talk about. Whether you liked it or whether you didn't like it, it's still a really good book to talk
Yeah,
about.
and because it is a satire, so you can really take it
You could take
anyway.
it.
Mhm.
How much you think it's a
Mhm.
satire is going to be how you end up taking it. So, like, some people might think it's a little bit too real. Maybe it's not a
Mhm.
satire.
Oh, I'm excited. Maybe I'll save it.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am in the rotation. I feel like I always post around April, May, June time, so I'm like,
Ooh.
maybe I could wait a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could wait. You
Yeah.
could wait a little. It's a good one to pick.
Okay.
All
Thanks for the rec.
right.
'Cause that's always the
Yeah.
stressful part, really, is picking a book for book club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that
Yes.
because how many people are in your book club?
A lot. I think we have, like, 9 or 10.
Wow,
So,
okay.
it's a big book club, and they're all my
Oh,
friends,
damn.
so it's really just, like, us getting together and, like, chat.
I
Like,
was gonna
an
say that
excuse to get together one more time during the month, but
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
We love that. Oh, yeah, no, it's a good one then.
Oh, okay, I'm excited. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Well, thank you, Morgan. It was great having you on the show.
Thank
We will put
you.
all of places where to find Morgan in the show notes. And remember to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, no genre shaming unless it's funny. Bye.
Bye.